Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Miracles, I guess, still happen now and then. Look into my heart. Leave your cares behind. Welcome to my world, built with you in mind. A knock and a door shall be opened. Seek and you will find. Ask and you will be given the key to this heart of mine. I'll be waiting there with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. That's right. Welcome to my world. The Songfather here on the Songfather Show, the 9th day of August, 2019. Holy moly. And right now on the island along, it's very dark again. And I would say there's going to be some more boom booms coming. A boom, 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 boom. And Tino's here. I don't know if the mic picks him up, but he is really yakking up a storm over there. Right, Tino? Tino, right? Yeah, baby. There you go. Because, yeah, last night we had some boom booms coming through. The power went off here for not even a minute, but, it puts that fear inside of you. I don't know which I was fearing more, not having cable or not having air conditioning. It was quite a dilemma, but thank God everything stayed on. So, and it looks like it's about 8 o'clock right now outside, and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're going to have a boom boom. So anyway, let's hope everybody has had a good night and had a good day today. And it's the last show again before the weekend. I'm starting to dig it. I definitely dig the show for sure. But, the weekend's off is nice. And I think I start doing a couple of, like I usually do, a couple of requests here and there, one song, over the weekend. So, so we get started on the news. Number one, of course, the Yankees win again, 9th in a row. Unbelievable. Gio hit another 2 home runs. Everybody is smacking the hell out of him. And what's good about that is it's taken the pressure of Judge because he's been in a hell of a slump. He's still leading the league in walks. He's leading the league, if not the majors, in so many offensive categories, except the home runs. And I don't have a problem with that because, to really succeed in this business of Major League Baseball, if you're just going to be a home run, you're going to disappoint more than you excite, and you become not part of a team, You become a standalone person, and he is definitely not that. So he's starting to hit a single here, a double here, and this and that's fine. That's fine with me. So, when it comes time, when he starts to feel a little bit more comfortable, they'll start flying out of here like crazy. So it'll be great. And Mets were off, so they go tonight against the Nationals. See if they can keep their streak going. I think they're at 7 in a row, 8 in a row. And the Giants beat the Jets. I know preseason, and the Giants beat the Jets. All the Jet fans and all the Jet Facebook people are going, hey, take it easy. It's only preseason. Okay, all right. But if the Jets won, what do you think it would be? Jets beat the Giants. Yeah. And then it's not preseason. We're a strange breed, us human beings. Let me tell you that. What? No, there's the Eagles, but there's no Finches in the NFL. Tino, sorry. Man, he is just a needy, feathery man. So, all right, let's get to a couple of stories here. Give you enough to carry you through the weekend. Some will make you smile, some will make you grit your teeth, and some might even bring a tear to your eye. But that's what we do here. We don't hide nothing. So, in Missouri, I'm sure everybody's heard about it by now. You would hope that they would. But a man, 20-year-old man, kid, jerk, went into a Walmart, dressed in fatigues, flak jackets, weapons, 100 rounds, grabbed a shopping cart and was walking around the store filming himself and talking. Obviously, it was obvious to anybody that saw him what was going on. And so the manager of the store snuck off and called 911. And then he hit the fire alarm button, and, very, very ingeniously telling everybody, please exit the store as the fire alarm was going off. And plus there's an automated, please exit the store to the nearest fire exit, whatever, to save everybody. Brilliant. Gets everybody out, and this schmuck goes out to a fire exit. There was an off-duty fire department, firefighter there. With his gun, the guy came out the door, and he put the gun right on him, got him on the ground until the cops got there, and they got there pretty fast. And nobody got killed. Great story. It doesn't start off great, but it ends up great. And all I'm reading about, and nothing against this man, the off-duty firefighter, nothing against him, but hero firefighter, saves lives, hero, and nothing mentioned about the manager of the store, who really is the one that's a co-hero. Let's say co-hero. He thought enough, smart enough to hit the fire alarm, so everybody is leaving, and this guy doesn't understand that it's because of him. It's just bad luck in his mind. Oh, Jesus, I come here to kill people, and there's a fire. Damn it. You know what I mean? Give this guy some kind of an award. Give him some kudos. Hold him in high esteem. Who knows how many tens of hundreds of lives he saved? I don't know how many people were in there at the time, but scary. And again, Walmart. I don't know what the hell that is all about, but and over in Belmont on the island of Long / into the Queens area, it looks like it's going to be a go. The last big vote that they needed to get this thing pushed through went through unanimously, and there's just one more hurdle they got to go. But it looks like it's a go all the way, and they'll start doing their construction and put the big, unbelievably beautiful new home for the New York Islanders in there. A hotel is going in there. They're going to revamp Belmont Racetrack, restaurants and stores and everything else, and it's going to be pretty awesome. Everybody's like up in arms, like everybody is when it comes to change. Oh, it's going to cause pollution. Oh, it's going to cause traffic jams. And okay, maybe, but there'll be enough exits off Hempstead Turnpike, off the Cross Island Parkway, whatever. There'll be enough. But what it's going to do financially for not only Belmont and Elmont but for the whole island is just unbelievable. It's going to be great. So. And I wish Mr. Wang was around to see that, because when he was disrespected by the developers and the people in Nassau County at the Coliseum, when he wanted to spend his own money and redo the whole Coliseum over and keep the Islanders there, it wasn't nice what they did, And so unfortunately he passed away, and I had the pleasure of being in his company quite a few times. And I don't know if you remember the story, but we were having New York Islander Day down at the amusement park, and every year they have it, raise tons of money. The Islanders do, very big on charity, and everybody gets a booth set up, and everybody comes to the park, gets online, and gets whatever, and many things as you want autographed. And so the first year, Mr. Wang, that's what I thought it was. Comes in through the private entrance, and I greet him at the gate and open it up and park his car, and him and his wife and his kids and his whole, they get out, and I shake his hand. How you doing, Mr. Wang? Good to meet you. And he said, actually, it's Wang. And I'm like an idiot. I went, are you sure? And he looks at me and goes, am I sure how to pronounce my own last name? And I went, oh, man, here I go again. Athlete's tongue, putting my foot in my mouth. And, but he was gracious about it. And so now the next year comes, and same thing, open, and boom, boom, he comes in, parked the car. How you doing, Mr. Wong? He goes, oh, you remembered? I went, well, if that's impressive to you, I'm impressed that you remembered me. It's been a whole year. I'm sure you've come in contact with thousands and thousands of people. He goes, yeah, but they all knew how to say my name. I mean, he sung me again. So, yeah, may he rest in peace anyway. And speaking of resting in peace, today, final goodbyes to Mr. Tom Galata. Good man. He was a good friend. We did a few things together. We hung out. So I put the picture up on Facebook. That's when I was doing the cerebral palsy tournament. And I had him come down as a guest of honor. And the funny thing is, if you look at that picture, you can see he's smiling hard, but he's holding back some real laughs. And I'm almost losing it right there also, because when I brought him up, I didn't call him up. They called him up. And then they called Sonny, since he's your friend, why don't you come up and they give him the plaque. And if you look at it, you see the size of it. He kind of talked out of the side of his mouth like this, and he goes, this is what I donated $500 for? I went, oh, we're cheap bastards, what can I tell you? And that's when he was starting to lose it and everything else. But it was nice. He did a nice thing for cerebral palsy, and he was always good to them when he was in charge of Nassau County. And, he took me on, like I said, a lot of dinners, a lot of fundraisers, in the city, in Pataki's thing, and out at the Ohica Castle, and a couple of big parties out in the Hamptons and everything else. And always went with him. Didn't cost me a dime getting a limo with him. And, there's other guys in there that I guess they're from the business world or whatever. But, they're all fawning all over him. And, I'm just being me. That's what he loved about me the most. And so, yeah, his family and Betty and everybody, he's going to be missed. 75 is by no means an old age. But so rest in peace, Tom. He's up in heaven now. So, all right, so let's get to a song right away, because it's Soulful Friday. So all these songs have soulful lyrics and soulful stories to it. And, as I was picking them out, I was like, okay, I'll put that one in. But then I look at the list. There's 7 of them. Like, wow, wait a minute. But it's enough to carry you through the weekend. So, because I know how it goes. You can't get enough of the Songfather. That's why I keep telling you, go to the radio. As Big Nicholson said, my friend last week, when I said I was listening to myself, is that weird? And he said, absolutely not. So we sat in the backyard, I did the lawn and this and that, and cleaned and pulled weeds or whatever hell. And then sat down just to relax and, watching the birds, which I love to do. I saw a couple of cardinals, Mom, a couple of blue jays, and so I need some music. I was going to put the radio. I put the Songfather radio station on and just listen to that guy sing, and I was like, wow, I would like to meet him because he's pretty damn good. So let's do Soulful Friday, and we'll start off with the Etta James classic, At Last, one of my favorite songs. And you want to talk about soulful. Excuse me. I have no idea what that means, but I know he likes it when I do it. Right? See? So here is At Last. My love has finally come along. My lonely days are over. Yeah, baby. Perfect, man. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song, like a song, like a song. At last, skies above are blue, wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream I could speak to. A dream I could call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I never have known. You smile, and then the spell was cast. Now here we are in heaven. Oh, you are mine at last, at last. At last, at last. Bam! That is a feeling and a half. When you know it, you know it. And even if they leave, it's still there. That can't die. You can't make that up. You can't fabricate it. When it hits, when your heart is wrapped in clover, that means it's gonna be beautiful. It's preserved forever. Nice, beautiful. Ratino, you like it? Huh? Tina, what you do with my news stories? Oh, this is not good. Oh, here they go. All right, never mind. You're off the hook. It's good to have him around so I have somebody to blame. So let's get down to Tennessee. This is a news alert from the Songfather studio. An inmate escaped, it's not funny, escaped from prison by murdering an employee. It is assumed that the employee is the groundskeeper, part of the groundskeeping crew and everything else in the prison system, because this piece of shit escaped on a tractor that they use out in the field of the prison, and they found it abandoned over a mile away, and he's already had a day and a half head start on him before they found the unfortunate soul's body and realized that this guy was gone. So he's already got it. Well, by now it's over 2 days now. He's into the wind, and who knows where he is, but you could look that up online, especially if you're living in the area, first of all, just to keep an eye out. We're not looking for superheroes out there, but they have some pretty good pictures of this guy, and even right before he went out into the field and killed that guy. So I would suggest printing it up, keep it in your car, keep it by your house, and if you do happen to see this guy or somebody looks damn close to him, do not do anything. Do not try to follow him and everything else. Just get on your cell phone, and if you don't have one, well, no. If you don't have one, then find a way to get to a phone and call 911 and just let them do what they got to do. So, let's hope he's found soon, and has a couple of trips and falls on the way back to prison, and nobody gets hurt. So, man, it's a crazy world. In Minnesota, an 88-year-old man passed away, a bachelor, no children. What are you going to do? Led a good life. He was a farmer, and he started collecting cars. And at one time, he had a collection of over 500, and he sold a few off here and there. And when the farming business was a little slow, to raise some funds, but he passed away with over 250 cars, most of them in garages that he built and sheds and everything, and a handful of them that were out in the field, but. According to the experts, they were still in good shape. No body rot from being outside and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And they're holding an auction this weekend. I mean, I wish I could get down there. It starts today and it goes through Sunday. And there's all cars from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. And, you know, some of them, you know, like the old Packards and 37 Buick and 57 Chevys. And, you know, that was his thing. You know, he had no wife, he had no kids. You know, he didn't play golf. I guess he had a still somewhere. I'm only kidding. But, yeah, so, and a portion of proceeds of all the money that is raised from the selling or the auctioning of those cars is going to go to helping out farmers and setting up a farm, or if there is already one. I don't know how it's done, but yeah, pretty cool. And, oh, yeah, it didn't matter if I can get there anyway. I don't have any money. That's right, I forgot. What? Okay. All right. He says he knows a way to get money for me. Wow. I don't want you being a hooker because, number one, you're a guy. Okay. A little request from your Songfather pal, your Uncle Songfather. When you're going to post a weather alert? I appreciate it. I think we all appreciate it. You know, you see big rain coming, or, you know, well, it looks like it's going to be a tornado, or it's hail, or whatever it is, or in the winter when it's snow, whatever. When you post it to let everybody know, could you put down what state you're in and what city you're in? Maybe a little bit. Could that help a little bit here and there, you think? Thank you. Drives me nuts. Gets me absolutely pazzo out of my head. Oh, my God, very bad hail coming down here. Okay, where's here? Huh? So then you got to go try to click on the name. Hopefully they listed down where their hometown is and where they're living. Most of the time they don't. So you're like, okay, well, I guess if it's close here, I'm going to get killed. So I don't know. But that's all. It takes 2 seconds. Oh, my God, there's hail coming down here in Georgia. Okay, got it. All right, thank you very much. So, okay, and let's get to another one because we do have those 6 songs. This song by Mr. Ray Charles. Down in the great state of Georgia, where Ronnie Pagnotta lives with his family, and my cousin Paul, who just passed away a couple of weeks ago, and his whole family, all my cousins down there. He's like my father's cousin, but he's still my cousin, so he's a second or third, whatever. Enormous man, gigantic hands. His hands. Really? He's going to start this shit again? Yeah, so... Cut it out! So he passed away a couple of weeks ago, so may he rest in peace, and, he will be missed. So, okay, next. Georgia on My Mind, one of my favorite songs. I'm going to knock this dog on his ass. This is what they raised down here. You better be quiet. That's right. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
Georgia on my mind.
I said, Georgia, Georgia, the song of you,
A song of you
comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. I said, Georgia, oh Georgia, no peace I find. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
Georgia on my mind.
Other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Whoa, Georgia, Georgia. No peace I find. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
Georgia on
I said just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. There you go. Cousin Paul, rest in peace. He's up at the big Georgia, the big peach up in heaven. Ronnie Pagnata and his family, and I know I'm forgetting somebody else down there, but Neil Pruitt. There you go. Lori Darlin Oliver. Okay, but she might be in Florida now, but whatever. I used to travel down there a lot. You know, loved Atlanta, but I loved Buckhead. To tell you a quick story, which you know I like to do. And since I have espresso here, it makes the story even better. So my cousin Nicky was living down there with his wife Maria. I talk about Nicky a lot. And, you know, he passed away a couple of years ago, and he's up in heaven. And he was a larger-than-life guy. He looked exactly like Uncle Buck. That's what everybody called him, too. I mean, he was a funny dude. So I traveled down there on business and hooked up with him after I was done. And, you know, we're driving around, BSing in the car, and, you know, singing our Dean Martin. And what are we going to eat? Well, I don't know, you know. I mean, I don't go to fancy restaurants, you know me, cuz. I mean, but you have anything in mind? Any idea? Well, and then we look, and there's a restaurant called Sambuca. I look at him, he looks at me, he goes, oh, yeah. So we went in. And we walked in about, I don't know, 7:30. So, you know, it's a little late, especially for down there. But, you know, set us up, and, you know, we did the appetizers and the calamari and this and that, and glasses of wine, and, you know, a little Sambuca, and just having fun and laughing. And I was starting to get a little buzz on. And so he calls his wife and says, yeah, I'm still here with Sonny. And, you know, we found a place, believe it or not, called Sambuca and this and okay, whatever. And then I called my girl. And, you know, she started busting my chops and this and that. Well, you're with Nicky? Oh, that means you must be up to no good, or you're in a restaurant. Where are you? We're in a restaurant called Sambuca's. Whatever. And so she wasn't happy. So I said, all right, you know, won't be here too much longer. I'll just take him home, and then I'll go back to the hotel, and I'll let you know when I get here, whatever. Okay, bye. You know, put the phone down, and we just went on bullshit, and boom, a couple another shot and another espresso. And now they're starting to sweep up around us, and they're taking chairs and, you know, putting them up on the tables all around us and kind of giving us looks. So, you know, when we get together, yeah, we'll have another espresso each in the Sambuca. And you have any tartufo? Or we just put it away. All right, good. Two of them we'll take. Yes, sir. And they go get the tartufo, and they come back. Now they're sitting along the wall, just staring at us. And Nicky keeps going, because they're staring at us. Good, let them stare at us. Yeah, because I think they want to go home. You know what? That's not how you treat a customer. So we finish up, and here's the mistake. You can't see it really. I don't know if you can see it in here. All right, you can see. See how much is in there? I went to the bathroom, and when I came back, my cup was gone. Excuse me. What happened to my espresso? Oh, what? When you got up, I thought you were leaving. I said, I went to go to the bathroom, and I come back, and I would like an espresso. Oh, you already turned the machine off. So listen to me closely, okay? You can sit there against the wall, and all I can hear Nikki's going, cuz. Hey, cuz. I said, you can sit there until 3 o'clock in the morning because I really don't give a shit, okay? I got up to go to the bathroom. You guys have been harassing us for the last 20 minutes, sweeping under our feet, moving chairs around, and now you turn the machine back on, and then put your ass in that chair, and I'll let you know when you can close up. And I went and sat down. He's like, are you crazy? We're not in the city. I said, no, we're not. I couldn't get away with that in the city. We'd be tomorrow's special. And I took my time sipping it and everything. Okay. That was just us. And, I left them a nice tip. Not that sometimes that shouldn't matter, but I did. I did the right thing. And so we're going to get in the car. And, I'm going to drop Nikki off home. And I look. My phone was on the whole time. I never pushed end. We did a lot of talking about his wife and about my girl. And, oh, man. So when I got back to the hotel, I said, all right, now if I don't call, she's going to know that it was live for this amount of time, and then it just ended. So I called. No answer. All right, so I leave a message. All right, I'm back at the hotel, and I'll give you a call sometime tomorrow. Tomorrow was a disaster. Let's just leave it at that. But so every time I hear this song, Georgia on my mind, I always think of that night with Nikki because, and he used to, and he would tell everybody else in the family, and they wouldn't say, "Oh, not Sonny." No, maybe you. That sounds like something you would say, but no, Sonny would never do that. That's right. Get up and boogie. Okay. In Ohio, a 6th grader is in class talking with his friend, and people are asking him questions. They're talking about gender and this and that. And so you're a boy? And he's like, I don't know. I really don't know what I am. My parents told me that I don't need to identify either way. And so we said, well, you're a boy. You're my friend, and, we use the men's room. You're a boy. And the teacher heard him and grabbed him, dragged him out of the room, brought him down to the principal's office, and he got suspended for the day and was told never do that again and never say that again. Is that what we've come to? That's what Mario Lopez said a couple of weeks ago when they told him, if you want to keep your job, you better take that back. Because Mario said, don't put that kind of pressure on a child. They're a boy. They got a penis. They're a boy. If they change their mind when they're growing up, something in their physicality and their mental, and they decide I want to switch or I want to change or I don't identify. That's up to them. But don't force that on them. So here's a kid not doing anything wrong. He's talking to his friend that's saying, I don't know. My parents didn't tell me what I am. Oh, you're a boy. He wasn't forcing his friend into being a boy. He's known him, all through school. What I said, they were in 6th grade. Yeah. So, yeah, you're a boy. You're my friend. Of course you're a boy. We play baseball and all the other stuff. And they yank him out of the room. Now you got that. The things that everybody is up in arms about and fighting about, is so, at this time of the world, is so on the back burner right now. While they're going around with AK-47s and AR-15s and this and being shot, and why it's going over here and missiles are being launched over in North Korea and all Iraq and Iran are saying, oh, it's going to be a big war again. Syria is supposed to be getting strength again. This and that, taking shots at the president. Blah, blah, blah. With all that going on, do we really need to be jumping on a 6th grader because he said to his friend, "You're a boy"? People got way too much to say. People, and not only do they have way too much to say, everybody's going with a microphone to anybody who wants to say something. Yellow journalism at its best. It's disgusting. So they kind of backtracked after it went viral, and there was a lot of backlash to the school for doing that to a sixth grader, and so they kind of backtracked on it a little bit. But it was already too late. It was done. You embarrassed him. You humiliated him. And not to mention the other kid. It was just a conversation between them. Now, then the other kid that doesn't know how to identify, he's in the middle of this whole thing while his friend's being dragged out of the classroom. I mean, I know. See, he's right. He goes, they got it easy. He said he identifies as a bird. There you go. Mm-hmm. So, Big Boom is coming in yesterday. It was a big one. And I just, today's the 9th. So in 4 days, I had to enlist for summer school so I could learn how to do the paper towel and toilet paper math because I can't do it. I can't figure it out. And so hopefully when I'm done, I'll be able to know which one to buy because 16 equals 80, but 24 equals 140. And if you buy 124 of these, it's like the state of Rhode Island. Oh, my God almighty. And we're all falling for it. That's right. I'm one of them. How much? Oh, but if I buy that, that's only worth 18. But I spend $4 more, it's worth like 38. Oh, that's it. I'll spend the $4 more. Cuckoo, boop, 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 boo. Okay, let's get to another song. No. Yeah. Oh, my God, there's a whole second page. I forgot. All right, let's do this one quick because I just got the biggest friggin' kick out of this. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, I told you the new Prime Minister of England, Boris Johnson, who reminded me of the maniac up in Toronto and kind of reminded me of Gary Busey. And he's a crazy man, you know. He's a good politician, don't get me wrong, but So he comes out with a statement, Boris Johnson does, and he says, women that are wearing those burqas, you know what they look like? They look like mailboxes with just a slot here to put the letter in. All kinds of crap, man. People raising their up in arms. You better apologize. You can't throw them out of office. You better apologize. That's disrespectful. And he goes, well, I said mailboxes. I could have said they look like bank robbers, but I didn't. No, I'm not refusing. I'm not apologizing. I refuse to apologize. That's what I see. That's my slant on it. That's it. Maybe he's not so crazy. But I just thought that was hysterical. They look like mailboxes. Never even thought of that. Bank robbers, yeah, you heard it all the time. Or if you see them down in DMV and they're going to get their picture taken, I was like, what? How are you doing that? All you see is the eyes. But mailboxes, or over in England, they're called letterboxes. But the same thing, you know. Only one little slot. It's no pull-down thing. It's just a slot that you put in, and that's what. What are you gonna do? What'll I do? What? No mail for you. No mail for you is what you're now praying for. So, keeping with our Soulful Friday, the soul. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. I might get in trouble. Train. All right, so let's go with this one. Another beautiful song that I love by Mr. Sam Cooke. And, it's everything is from the heart. That's, soul and the heart are directly connected. And he's saying in his song, if you ever change your mind about leaving me, please bring it on home to me. Please, please bring it on home to me, baby. Love that song. Tino, sing it. Tino? I can't see what he's doing. If you ever change your mind about leaving me behind, oh, baby, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me, yeah, yeah. I know I laughed when you left, but now I know I was only fooling myself. Baby, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I give you jewelry, money too. That ain't all I do for you. What? Oh! I jumped ahead. Gotta do it again. That's why. You hear him? Thank God. Thank God Tino can't howl like that. If you ever change your mind about leaving me behind, oh baby, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me, yeah. I know I laughed when you left, but I know I'm only hurting myself. Baby, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me, yeah, yeah, yeah. I give you jewelry, money too. That ain't all I do for you. Baby, just bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me, yeah, yeah. One more thing. Tried to treat you right, but you stayed out late at night. But I forgive you now. Bring it to me. Bring it on home to me, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh. Bring it on home to me. He's laying it out there. He's being honest. He's laying it right there on the line. You left. Probably my fault. I laughed at you. I said, good. Let's see. Let's see how you do out there without me. Please come home, honey. Please, please, please. I'm sorry. So, what the heck was I just going to say? Oh, yeah, on the news. I'm still listening to him down there. So there was this, and I'm going to say she was an idiot, not because it's a she, but she was a senior, graduating from college, valedictorian. Really nice, very, very remarkable. Way to go. And if you haven't heard it or seen it, I'm sure it's going to be all over YouTube or all over the internet somewhere. What? You did? You were a valedictorian? I don't believe it. He was a valedictorian? Come on. So she gets up and she says a nice little, speech. You hear this? Struns down there. I want to rip his tongue out. And, hey, sissy boy. And, very nice. And, I congratulate everybody. And then she goes on to rip the school apart. Calling one of the teachers a drunk, not by name, but everybody knew. Calling the administration a bunch of, basically idiots, and saying, why are you people saying you're so proud of me? You had nothing to do with me making valedictorian. You had nothing to do with my grades. I did it all myself. And I'm like, wow, terrible, disrespectful. Putting your own personal views up there, which could have been handled in a whole different way. But this is what is being brought up across this world, and especially across this country. People into this age bracket, everything is me. You're not up there for you. Yes, you were elected valedictorian. Absolutely, a wonderful honor. But you're up there to speak for the entire graduating class. You're not up there to voice your opinion about this and voice your opinion about that and call a teacher a drunk and call the people, that run the school and everything else, basically idiots and morons. What the hell is wrong with you? Are you trying to tell me that she didn't review this with her parents? I just want you to know this is what I'm going to be saying. Well, okay, honey. I mean, I don't quite agree with it, but if that's what you want to do, I would have set fire to that thing and say, you're not gonna embarrass this family with a speech like that. You want to do something like that? Write a letter to the editor in the local newspaper. It's beautifully written. Send it to them. You can put your name at the bottom. I don't care. But you're not going to stand up in front of all your other classmates and all their parents and family that's there to see that and tarnish the day's events and tarnish everything that was done and all the proud mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters to see, this person, male, female, whoever, graduating from college and getting on with their life. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. It felt good to say that. So sometimes I can't read my own writing. Oh, El Paso shooter admitted to the cops that his only intention was to go down to the Walmart and drive 500 miles to do it, but to shoot and kill Mexicans. That was it. And they asked him, but why? Is it because of the wall, or what President Trump is saying that they have to come into the country illegally? It has nothing to do with President Trump. He goes, after I watched those Democratic, this is the man saying this, jerk, I won't even call him a man, the Democratic debates, and they're getting everything for free medical, free schooling, and everything else, and I can't even get medical, and he goes, it just put me over the edge. Wow. Again, what I was saying yesterday, nothing's anybody's fault. Oh no, I blame it on the Dems for what they said. Okay. I'm sorry. They're idiots for saying that. That's my opinion. But I don't remember them saying the only way to combat it is to go just start killing them. I don't remember that being said. So don't blame it on what you saw in the Democratic debate. You're just using that as an excuse, maybe to deflect the death penalty or whatever's going to be coming your way now for the mass execution that you did here. Stop. Hopefully they didn't buy into it, but media does. Oh yeah, media's loving it. Mm-hmm. Oh no, it wasn't Trump. Before it was. Oh yeah, he went down there because he was what Donald Trump said, or the idiot that threw the other kid on the ground because he didn't take his hat off for the national anthem. Oh well, I thought I was following Donald Trump's orders. You're full of crap. You're probably a plant in there. It's scary. It's scary. Please, please, go to the light. Go to the light in the television. So in 2020. Which is next year, or is that a TV show? What is it? He's right. It's both. The New York Yankees are going to be playing the Chicago White Sox in Iowa in the cornfield where, what? That's right, Field of Dreams, where the movie Field of Dreams was filmed. And they showed the schematics, and it's going to be drawn out, and the actual field that was in the movie is going to be like right here, and then a little short walk through the corn is where the stadium is going to be built, and that should be pretty cool. That should be, as a matter of fact, that should be very cool. And they're going to try to get as many people from the original movie to come down there and participate in the ceremonies and everything else. Love it. Love that idea. Love it. Do you love it? I love it. All right, we're doing pretty good here. Okay, let's get to this next one by Mr. Ray Charles. And this is called Unchain My Heart. Love this song. Not Tony Braxton's Unbreak My Heart. This is Unchain My Heart. You don't care about me. You don't love me. Take the chains off and let me go. Please. Please. I don't really mean it, but... Unchain my heart. Unchain my heart. Baby, let me be. Unchain my heart. But you don't care about me. You got me sewed up like a pillowcase, but you let my love go to waste. So unchain my heart, baby, set me free. Unchain my heart, baby, let me go. Unchain my heart, 'cause you don't love me no more. Every time I call you on the phone, some fella answers saying you're not home. So unchain my heart, baby, set me free. Well, I'm under your spell, like a man in a trance, but I know darn well that I don't stand a chance. Unchain my heart, let me go my way. Unchain my heart, you worry me night and day. Why lead me through a life of misery when you don't care a bag of beans for me? So unchain my heart, baby, set me free. Well, I'm under your spell, like a man in a trance. Oh, but I know damn well that I don't stand a chance. Unchain my heart, baby, let me go my way. Unchain my heart, you worry me night and day. Why lead me through a life of misery when you don't care a bag of beans about me? So unchain my heart, baby, set me free. Oh, won't you set me free? Oh, won't you set me free? Whoa, set me free. Come on and set me free. You son of... No. Nah, unchain that heart. Do it right now. Do it. Tino. What? Oh, you like that one? Ring the bell. Bing, 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 bing. All right, so let's get down to the rest of these news stories here. Okay, I like this story a lot. When I started reading it, I was like a little apprehensive. I didn't know where it was going. But Tucson, Arizona, a black man was driving. It was at night. He's driving down the road and sees a police car, and he knows his headlight is out. So he knows that he's going to get pulled over. And sure enough, as he's going by, Tucson police car comes around behind him, hits the lights, they pull over to the side. That's protocol, but one on one side, which is usually the lead officer, and the other guy's on the passenger side, shines the light in, so they're protected. He rolls down the window. Good evening, sir. He says hello back. Before I tell you why I pulled you over, I have to ask you, do you have any weapons on you? Yes, he says, yes, I do, sir. I have a concealed license. I have a Glock 45 on my right hip, and I have the license in a wallet in my back pocket. Never took his hands off the steering wheel. It's okay. Would you mind if my partner came in this side and just took the gun out before we proceed? Not at all. His partner was having a hard time getting it out of the holster. I'm going to have to ask you to step out. So the other guy on the other side has got the gun drawn just in case. He steps out of the car, turns around, puts his hands up on the hood. They take the gun out. So, it's nice. He goes, oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a 45. I have a permit for it. I think he was still in the Army Reserve. He was, retired from service, served over in Afghanistan, the BS and back and forth and blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me see your license and registration. He hands it to him. The registration card is expired 2 years, but the sticker on the I think on the plate down there. I don't think it's on the windshield. Shows that it's current, and then, so they went and ran everything, and so he comes back. The cops come back and sitting in the car. I mean, the man is sitting in the car, and they come back, and he says, "Listen, since you were so cool with us, we're going to be very cool with you," and gives him his license and his insurance and his registration back, and the Glock, emptied. Here's the clip, here's the pistol, and he was just make sure you get that headlight fixed. All right, have a good night. Everybody went off on their merry way. So this guy wrote a letter to as many people as he can, newspapers, media, TV, and everything else, explaining how there's a connotation out there that police officers are just looking, to take people out when they pull them over, especially a black man. And he goes on to say that he was dressed in a hoodie, shirt with a hoodie pulled down over his head. Okay, he's got a gun on his hip. His headlight is out. His registration is 2 years expired, at least in the card. He didn't have the right card with him. And but because he handled himself as a professional and he showed the cops some respect, they showed him respect right back. Didn't get a ticket. Nobody got shot. Nobody got killed. Very nice of him to do that. He didn't have to write that. Praising the cops, and but it was just, to me, such a wonderful, feel-good, poignant story, and I think he's right on what he's saying. Most of these, there are idiots out there. Don't get me wrong, in any business, but people who are supposed to know better, obviously, it gets highlighted more, and rightfully so. But what he did and what he was saying was that if more people would just say, "Yes, sir," not, "What the fuck you pulling me over for? What are you doing? Why? Because I'm black? Because I got a hoodie?" He didn't do any of that, and he could have. He said, "Yep. You have any weapons on you?" "Yes, I do. I have a concealed license. It's in my wallet. It's in the back pocket. I got a Glock 45 on my," didn't move his hands once, "on my right hip." There's no surprises now for these cops. They know the man has got a gun on his hip. Okay, he says he's got a license, but we'll find that out later. Right now, let's just get the gun away from him without any problems. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So, yeah, perfect, beautiful story. Good job by everybody down there. And so you got a pack of 3 or 4 friggin' animals running through Ozone Park in Queens. That's right off the island of Long, if you don't know. And in July, I think they said the middle of July was the first attack. Random, somebody walking down the street, come up behind them, boom, cold cock them, knock them to the floor, kick them, punch them, steal their wallet, cell phone, and everything else. Nice, real good. And then just again 2 nights ago. Same scenario. This one was caught on tape, so they got some good shots of these people, but it's disgusting. It was the old days over in Ozone Park. You wouldn't need the police. I'm telling you that right now. And our good friend, Mr. Athlete's Tongue, Joe Biden. Athlete's tongue, you say? What is that? Oh, that's from sticking your tongue in your mouth. Your tongue. Sticking your foot in your mouth too many times. So he's making a speech in his campaign trail to become the next president of the United States of America. And he says, and I want to make it perfectly clear that I truly, firmly believe that the poor kids of this country are just as smart as the white kids. Did you hear that? Should I let it sink in for a second? Okay. So it's not the poor kids are just as smart as the rich kids. It's the poor kids, he says, are just as smart as the white kids. You are so dead. Thank God, because I skeeve him to death. I skeeve him. Oh, I'm always like that. What are they jumping on that for? I'm just a friendly guy. Get out of here. Who are you to be grabbing these kids and grabbing them by the shoulders and kissing them on top of their head and kissing them on their neck and telling this other one, wow, you're beautiful. You're really growing up nice. Wow, you nuts, you disgusting pervert. Yeah, I could say it. It's my show. It's the internet. And I think that's pretty much on the news. I think we covered a lot. Oh, psycho. Beep, beep, beep. Another psycho alert. Psycho, another Walmart psycho. Took a golf cart, drove it right into the front door of the Walmart, and was going up and down the aisle and everything else, trying to run people over and just knock them down, kill them, who knows what. Definitely must be a Grand Theft Auto fan or something like that, because that's what you do in that video game. Besides the guns and everything else. But you can run them down with your car, and you get points for if you hit them the right way. And that's what this guy was doing before they came in and stopped him and locked him up, too. But, I mean, it's just getting out of control. It's getting so stupid. First of all, where did that guy afford a golf cart? But I don't know. And told you about the escaped prisoner. Yes, I did, in Ohio. What, Rhode Island, here's the last story tonight. Just completed and opened, had an opening ceremony for a footbridge they built. That was needed, don't get me wrong, but the original bid and the original plan and everything that was agreed upon, it was going to be $2 million to build it. And it turned out to be $22 million. Oh, we didn't see the other two. Come on. Somebody got greased there somewhere. I mean, how do you go from $2 million to build a footbridge and it's $22 million when you got schools and you got buildings that are collapsing in Rhode Island and gigantic? I don't know if you've been there lately, but the roads need to be done over, and there's a lot of bridges that you're driving over that need work and painting, and they're peeling and dropping, and you spent $22 million on a footbridge? Don't let Billy Joe McAllister find out. There'll be a whole new song coming up, boys and girls. So, all right, good. I don't like to go too far on a Friday show. This way you get a nice little kick out early. And, this must be a vacation week because my viewership is down again, where last week I was averaging 1,500 and 2,000. One of them was almost 3,000. Now, this week so far, it's been like 500 a night. That's it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love that, but still. So something ain't right somewhere with this Facebook stuff. I really don't know what it is. But also over the weekend, if you can, go back and visit a few of them. And I see more and more of you are doing watch parties after I'm done with mine. I love that idea. And that's even better than sharing it and just sticking it on somebody's wall that doesn't know what's coming. You're hosting a watch party for all your friends to come and watch it, and yeah, who knows where that goes. Very cool. And so, if this viewership doesn't come up, it's going to be crying time for this guy here. You know what I mean? Huh? Tino, what are you doing? Oh, look. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. He was having a drink. Well, actually, he was taking a bath because he takes a drink out of the gigantic bowl in the middle, and he takes his bath in that little tiny. See the little yellow thing? That's the food. The white thing, like right by my shoulder there, is the same exact size as that, and he tries to stuff himself in there to take a bath. And in the middle of the cage is a nice, beautiful bowl filled with water every day. Clean the bowl, change it, fresh water, and he just walks around, takes a couple of sips, and then he poops in it. Sicko. Oh, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see the faraway look in your eyes. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time. Now they say that absence makes the heart grow fonder. I can see that far away look make it grow. Well, my love for you never could grow stronger. If I live to be 100 years old. Oh, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see the faraway look in your eyes. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time. I always rock like Ray Charles when I sing his music. Now you say you found someone you love better. That's the way it happened every time before. And as sure as the sun comes up tomorrow, crying time will start when you walk out the door. Oh, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see the faraway look in your eyes. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time. That it won't be long before it's crying time. That's right. Tino, did you love it? Tino? That's right. Because it's a surprise bonus song, ladies and gentlemen. Love it. Mr. Nat King Cole. When I fall in love. Oh, wait. Oh, my goodness. I am completely nuts. Hold on, hold on. I didn't realize there was 2 songs off. We got to really get cracking here. Wow, you're getting 8 songs. Mr. Johnny Mathis. A certain smile, a certain face can lead an unsuspecting heart on a merry chase. A fleeting glance can say so many lovely things. Suddenly you know why my heart sings. You love a while, and when love goes, you try to hide the tears inside with a cheerful pose. But in the hush of night, exactly like a bittersweet refrain, comes that certain smile to haunt your heart again. A fleeting glance can say so many lovely things. Suddenly you know why my heart sings. You love a while, and when love love goes. You try to hide the tears inside with a cheerful pose, but in the hush of night, exactly like a bittersweet refrain, comes that certain smile to haunt your heart again. Love that song. Mr. Johnny Mathis. He was another one that was on the regular list of albums to be played on Sunday mornings when the sauce was cooking and the meatballs frying. And so, yeah, I forgot that I put a couple of extra ones on here. See? Thank God. Thank God my brain is still okay. So now we're going to end with the Nat King Cole song. That one of my favorites, going all the way back to when I was a little boy. And when I fall in love, that's the way it's supposed to be. It's going to be forever. It's going to be completely, or I won't do it. That's it. So if I tell you I love you, and if I write it and I show it, believe it, it's the truth. Right, Tino? Right? Yeah, I love you. Yeah. He loves you, yeah. Tino. Okay, so, wow. So much for getting you out early. I don't hear nobody complaining, though. But so here is nice, beautiful. When I Fall in Love, It's Gonna Be Forever by Mr. Nat King Cole. When I fall in love, it will be forever, or I'll never fall in love. In a restless world like this is, love has ended before it's begun, and too many moonlight kisses seem to cool in the warmth of the sun. When I give my heart, it will be completely, or I'll never give my heart. And the moment I can feel that you feel that way too is when I'll fall in love with you. Beautiful. And the moment I can feel that you feel that way too is when I'll fall in love with you. That's when I fall in love. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Very kind of you. Thank you very much. So, yeah, I totally forgot that I had those extra 2 songs there. So, now you got a nice little kick into the weekend. Don't forget, I love you all. Don't forget the Songfather Radio. Nice weekend. It's going to be good weather, at least up here. You know, sitting out by the pool. You know, bring out your iPad, your laptop, whatever, even your phone, and check out, turn on the radio station, listen to the tunes of the Songfather. Non-stop. All Songfather, all the time. WSNG 122.2. What? Yeah. On live radio, lyb.com. Anyway, so thank you. Great week. I can keep doing this forever because this world is nuts, and they give me enough, material, as they say in the biz. But I can't do it without you. That's the truth, and you know it. Otherwise, I'm just an idiot sitting here talking into a camera, with a bird on my shoulder and a dog screaming the blues downstairs. So yes, I love you all. Thank you for all the support. Keep sharing. Keep doing those watch parties. Tell everybody you can. Hey, you know what? You want to kill an hour. You want to have some fun, hear some good music and everything else. Go check out this Songfather guy. He's damn cute anyway. So have a great weekend. Nice and safe, everybody. And we will see you back here Monday at 6 o'clock for the Songfather Show. Tino, anything? What? All right, next week we'll do it. It's not a bad idea. One night when he's the co-host, he wants to have a show with all songs something to do with birds. Not bad. Or flying. Okay. He was all excited. He had a good idea. Stones. So anyway, peace. Love yous. Bam. Have a good weekend. Check it out. Songfather Show. Tell me to shut up now. Tino, tell me to shut up. What? Thank you.